What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of GEARBreakerNation, where we give excellent assessment and reviews. And in this episode, we're going to be reviewing episode 2 of Ash vs. the Evil Dead, Bait. The episode picks up with Kelly, Pablo, and Ash have just defeated the Deadites in his trailer, and which was a pretty awesome fight, if you ask me. And Kelly is asking Ash and Pablo for their help, to sit for the situation at her house. Her mom has returned, despite her being dead. After Ash refuses to help her, Kelly takes off on a motorcycle back to town to go save her dad. Of course, Ash and Pablo end up finding out that Kelly stole the Book of the Dead, so they're forced to pursue her. Now, while Pablo and Ash are driving, they're sitting there chatting it up. Their boss from the store, Mr. Roper, got possessed and turned into a deadite and is in the car, and he ends up attacking the two, and it's this really awesome, really funny fight where Ash is just trying his best to drive the car, and Pablo is trying to help him, and they're like swerving and stuff. And it was even one point where Ash broke this glass and kept stabbing him like 50 times in the neck to kill him. So it was a very entertaining fight. Okay, now Amanda does show up where Ash lives, which he just departed a few moments before, and she ends up talking to these neighbors who end up helping her connect the dots with Ash, and the female that end up killing her partner. So now Amanda's on the scene, and while she's there, she ends up finding this card to this bookstore where Ash was going to head to try to decode this book, so that way he can go ahead and send the Deadites back to wherever the hell they came from. Ash and Pablo end up coming to Kelly's house, and you can see that Ash is is ready for battle. He's trying to help Pablo get into the game. They're gonna go all out, and then when they end up damn near breaking down the door, they end up finding out that Kelly's mom is truly there. Kelly isn't dead, the father isn't dead, and everything seems to be all right. But of course, Ash has dealt with the Deadites for long enough, and he knows that something is up. He knows that woman isn't who she says she is. In fact, they even are invited to dinner. Amanda is still at the scene, and all the cops and stuff are everywhere, and they're like gathering evidence. And Amanda ends up speaking to the sketch artist, and the head honcho tells her that she's not, into these investigations, but she just wants to see what Ash looks like. So she ends up talking to the sketch artist and getting a good look at him. And I have to say, the sketch was actually pretty accurate. So now Amanda got her man, she knows what he looks like, and she is on the trail. Pablo and Ash are sitting here trying to regroup to try to figure out a new tactical plan, because they can't go in guns blazing like they thought they were going to. So Pablo ends up confessing that he stole the book to convince Ash to go help Kelly. And again, you can see kind of how desperate Pablo is, but at the same time how much he actually cares for Kelly. The next scene, of course, is Ash and Pablo are having dinner with the Kelly's family, and the whole entire scene, you can tell Ash just knows that this woman is not who she says she is. He's grilling her. He's come up with these witty, smart-ass remarks. You kind of tell that there's like tension in the air. Pablo's trying to de-escalate the situation, and you can tell it's kind of affecting Kelly, and it's just really funny all the way around. And it just comes to the point where Ash just punches the shit out of her, and it looks like he knocked her ass dead with that punch. And I had to just give it to him. I was like, damn! And of course, everybody's jumping on Ash's case, but what ends up happening? Kelly's mom turns into a deadite, and what is the first thing that she does? She kills Kelly's father by stabbing him in the eye. Through the eye, through the head with a freaking fork. And I had this like, damn, that was messed up. The dude seemed like he was likable, but I really didn't care that he died. I was like, it was messed up because of Kelly, but I was like, wow, but I don't know what to say. So we get this really badass fight where all three of them are trying their best to kill this deadite, and Ash is even killed. In fact, there are several moments where all of the characters are nearly killed, but through teamwork do they sit there and able to fend this deadite off of him. There is one sequence where she kind of runs away, and then Kelly has to confront it, and she's like trying to toy with Kelly's mind, like I'm really your mom. I am alive. Do not hurt me. Everything's gonna be all right. But then, of course, she ends up trying to kill Kelly, but they manage to actually kill the creature. Now, after this, the three of them end up burying her parents, and then Kelly just opts to join the group. Because her mom was already dead and her father was just killed, she has nothing else to lose, so she decides to help Ash and Pablo on this quest to defeat the deadites. And they go to their destination, Books from Beyond. Last scene, we see that Amanda is sitting outside of Books from Beyond waiting for Ash. It was a pretty entertaining episode. It's a great episode because it does again show how much Pablo actually cares for Kelly. I like the fact that it shows how the deadites can kind of mess with people's head, especially through the dead loved ones. And I love that aspect, and it kind of also was like an arc. This was Kelly's temptation, and I like that fact because it kind of shows her how much of a dick the deadites really are. And it's like, wow, she lost her mom, now she lost her mom again. And I like how it played with her head. And I ain't gonna lie, the whole kitchen dinner scene was hilarious. I kind of liked the exchanges that was going on and the way Ash was looking. It was completely funny. I like the way he delivered his lines. It was just a crazy episode all over. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know what you thought about episode 2, Bait. Did you enjoy it? Was it gruesome enough? Was it funny enough? And I guess catch you guys in the next edition of GEARBreakerNation. And remember, keep those gears turning.